My apologies for the delay. I'd only just mentioned something, so my apologies for that. Don't know what it is. I have a cough today. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Welcome to Marble Halls TV, and when you get started on this vid, I'm going to talk about the squad and who I'll keep, who I'll get rid of, who I'll send on loan. So, without further ado, this should be our squad for this season. Obviously, the season's coming to an end very soon, but that's by the by. But hopefully, we should be able to all see that. And I'm going to go through the squad one by one and give my opinion. Um, Once the season's done, right, I'm going to give my opinions on who's done what and give a grade out of 10. But obviously, the season hasn't ended yet. So it's going to be after the Brighton game, most likely early next week. I'll do that. But yeah, without further ado, Bert Leno, for me, keep. Um, I think the thing with Leno is that he is prone to the mistakes, but I think overall he's a decent goalkeeper. The thing is, who are we going to get of a better standard? I, we're not going to spend money on an Allison level keeper, which will what 70, 80 million, and I don't trust frankly the club to scout for an up and coming keeper that could be the next big thing. And I don't think the club has good enough scouts, or I don't trust Edu or whoever to do that. So Leno for me may be the best that we'll get. Um, he's okay. He's definitely not world class, but he's all right enough. He'll do. So I'll keep Runnison. Keep only on the basis that he's a backup. I'll sign Matt Ryan up as a backup too. So all three of those keepers I'll keep. Hector Bellerin, well, it looks like he's leaving from what the reports say, but I'll sell him anyway. I think Hector Bellerin has not really prospered to the degree that he should have with his initial promise. So I think it's time. He's what, 26? He'll be 27 this year, so he's not a youngster anymore. And has he really excelled at Arsenal after those couple of years of initial promise? Not really. So for me, I think it's time to cut ties. So TD definitely keep. He's been injured, he's injury prone, but when he's in the team, to be honest, I think he can be a bit defensively suspect, but offensively, he's really top level. So definitely keep. Gabriel, keep. I like him. I like him. He's big. He's got physical presence. He's strong. Um, Thing is, sometimes he has a bit of lapses of concentration in key moments, like there was the goal and also decision making. So there's the Benteke's goal. There was a goal that West Brom scored. But other than that, I do like him. And even in both of those games, I think he had a reasonable game overall. So I'll definitely keep. Well, Holding looks like he's staying, but if I had a choice, I'll get rid of him. I don't think he's ever been at the level. I don't think he ever will be to sell. Cedric Suarez, I'll keep as a backup. I don't think he's a top level player, but he's definitely a player who can add something. And in his performances this season and last season when he came, I think he's been all right. Nothing special, not shit. Yeah, I'll keep. Chambers keep. I think he's a good utility player. Can play right back, centre back, centre midfield. Pablo Mari keep. He joined us last year, but I still think he needs to prove himself. And from what I've seen of him, he's been generally all right. So I'll keep. David Luiz is going, but if he was staying, I'll say sell him. But he's going, so I suppose you can't really rate him in this regard. Now the midfielders, Saka definitely keep. He's not been as outstanding in the last say month or two, but He's allowed bad form, or players have bad form, but definitely keep. Tobias, well, he said he's going back, so, but, send him back anyway. Odegaard, I'll keep on loan, to be honest. Yes, over the past month or two, he's not excelled, but I don't know. I'll give him another year. I think you could add something in that number 10 or creative position. So for me, I'll keep. Partey, definitely keep. The thing with Partey is that, yes, he's been injured, but some games he's not prospered, other games he has. I think he needs a full season without real major injuries to really see where he's at. Another thing is that in some games he's been played out of position, not out of position, but the tactics have not helped him. Like that Villarreal game, I don't think I'll ever know what the fuck Arteta was thinking with the 4-1-4-1, but whatever. But definitely keep. Elneny, he's maligned in some quarters, right? But he is what he is. He's not world class, never will be. He's a competent player. I'll keep as a backup because he generally has good games. He doesn't give the ball away, doesn't make many rash mistakes. I I, I think he's a steady Eddie. I'll keep him as a backup. Smith Rowe um, started off well around the new year, dipped a bit around February, March, but definitely over the past couple of months, say really stepped up. Definitely keep. Xhaka, sell. There's rumours that he's going this summer, but I don't know how true they are or likely they are. But definitely sell. The thing is, he's done something right in his career. He's captain of his country. He's going to be playing in the Euros. I believe Switzerland qualified for the Euros. But I just don't think he's ever been the right midfield fit for Arsenal. I really don't. So sell. Laka, keep. My only negative of Laka is that he's not as prolific as he was at Lyon. But I do like what he brings. I do like his dropping deep. On the ball, technically, he's good. I like him. Keep. Willian, sell. There are strong reports that he's going to go, but if not, then sell. Look, when he was at Chelsea, he was a decent player. I think to some degree underrated and understated, but definitely sell or get rid. He hasn't done it at Arsenal. Aubameyang, keep. Um, Thing is, this season has not been as good. I can't put my finger on why, to be honest, but I would say, um, yeah, I would say keep. Keep. Next season, I think, is where the real test comes because if he's not as good as he has been from the time he joined up until the beginning of this season, then some hard questions have to be asked. But yeah, for now, keep. Um, Pepe definitely keep. In 2 seasons at Arsenal, I think he's been okay at best. I think the price tag does influence people's perceptions on him, but I think he needs to be a mainstay in the team, and I think with that he can really shine to the heights that we think he can. Um, we all know that he's technically good. He can take set pieces. He can take penalties. So yeah, definitely keep Nelson. I'll send on loan personally. I don't think he's ever shone in the team highly, but I still think he can probably make a career of himself. But to prove it at Arsenal, I think he needs to go. He needs to do like a Willock, go to like a Premier League club, and then try and fit in. So yeah, um, send on loan. Eddie Nketiah, um, sell. You know, I don't think he's a level we need long term. Excuse me, long term, definitely sell. Um, Martinelli, definitely keep. He needs to be a mainstay as much as possible because you know he has energy, he has pace, he has dribbling, technical ability, and eye for goal. we need to keep that kid. Saliba, these are the loans now. Um, Definitely keep. We need to see what he's about. Kolasinac, sell, not the level never has been. Same with Mavropanos, sell. Torreira, if he can get over his homesickness, if that's even possible, then keep, because I do like him. I do like what he brings. He's tenacious, but I do think his short range passing is good, and I think him and Partey will be an excellent midfield. Ainsley, definitely keep, though I do think we probably need to find a more stable position for him, not just as a utility man or as in right back or left back, right back, or right wing back, left wing back, whatever. Willock, I think we probably have to keep him. As we're potentially losing a few midfielders, um, he's done well at Newcastle. So, yeah, keep him. Um, let's see what he can do next season. And then Guendouzi, I would keep, even though the signs are that he's going to leave, I would definitely keep because I do think he has a high ceiling. I do like his work rate, his energy. He's good on the ball. Um, and yeah, I do think he has a very high ceiling in football generally. So I'll definitely keep, but I'll be a bit sad if he goes. But such is life. So that's just my own thing. I think I said I'll keep most of these players, right? Um, because if we can add defenders, I think for goalkeepers we're fine for now. So I'm going to talk about who I would add ideally, because I don't think we can afford anyone better than Leno, and I don't trust the club and their scouting to find somebody better than Leno, say like a youngster or something like that. So goalkeepers, I think we're good. Defenders, I think we need a backup left back. Um, to Tierney, and I think we still need another centre back. Louise is obviously leaving. My centre back pairing will be Mari and Gabriel because I think they complement each other, and I think personally they're our two best centre backs. As I said, I don't rate Rob Holding. We probably need a right back because Hector's leaving. All right, cool. You got Cedric and Chambers who can play there, but um, yeah, I suppose. But you know what? Maybe Cedric and Chambers could be could suffice. Maybe I don't know, but I think we need a centre back of someone who's like physically imposing. Um, is centre back and backup left back, maybe a right back. Now midfield, I think we definitely need a Partey-esque player. So supposedly that's going to be Basuma, but we'll see what happens. Um, I don't think a number 10 because you have Smith Rowe obviously plays there. Saka can play there at a stretch, really. Odegaard, I said I'll keep him on loan. Um, I think there are rumours that Xhaka may leave, but I suspect he's going to stay, even though I said I'll get rid of him. So, if we can have a different profile in midfield, someone like a Partey, that would be good. And as for forwards, I said I'll sell Eddie. I think we're good enough for forwards. Even if we get rid of Willian, and let's say Eddie leaves, then I think we're all right because we got Laka Alba as the number nines. Martin can play as a number nine. Pepe, um, Saka. I know you put him as a midfielder, but he can obviously play on the left or the right up top, or number 10. Um, as for those people on loan, Saliba obviously is going to fit in. Definitely, you would think should get game time next season. Willock, I think, will too. Ainsley, I think, will. So yeah, and as I say, I think Torreira might leave, even though I said I'll keep him ideally, and I'll keep Guendouzi, but it seems he may leave. So we need probably what? I think we need let's say a right back, definitely a backup left back, a centre back, and a couple of midfielders. That's what 5 players at least we need, I reckon. Um, but yeah, I said I'll keep what 70% of the team roughly, or the Premier League slash first team squad. So yeah, um, that's that really. So yeah, thanks a lot for listening, and yeah, well, hopefully we can win tomorrow against Brighton, and yeah, we'll see what goes on. So thanks a lot.